You are someone who has also been very upfront about your fitness and your journey and your nutrition. I'd be inclined to ask, for those who are trying to build some muscle, to get on that Alcide level, is there any like particular snacks or meals that are your usual go-tos when it comes to building muscle?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I wrote a book about overcoming obstacles called Evolution that came out back in 2013, so it's been a while. But it is about the things that I had to overcome as a kid. I was really skinny growing up, and I had to work. I had to work at it, and I think a lot of people think you roll out of bed that way. So I really had to work at it, and the book is about the things that I had to overcome in order to get into that kind of shape on True Blood. But as far as like snacks and stuff like that, I mean, ate a lot of protein. Protein burns. Like if you don't use it, it just burns. So I've always got. There's actually a Jerky Gents. Is a Jerky of the Month club that my brother got me a subscription to for Christmas, and I've kept it up because it's great. Every time I want a snack, I'm like, oh right, yeah, I have jerky laying around. So I'm big into that. But I also work with a sports nutritionist named Chris Talley, and he was a phlebotomist for NASA. So his job for a while was figuring out how to keep muscle mass on astronauts that are spending extended periods of time in zero gravity situations. And then he went into the private sector, and like Pete Carroll got him to do all the blood work for the Seattle Seahawks, and then basically like biohack them all from the inside, because everyone, when you eat, you're guessing.
Right.
Or you're following some fad diet you just read about.
Yeah.
Chris will take 10 vials of your blood, and then 3 weeks later you get 26 pages of results. It's you specifically, what you're supposed to eat, what your genetic history tells you to eat. And then, a few months later, the flower blossoms, maybe for the first time ever, because you're eating the right things. And so he worked with the Seattle Seahawks, and then they won the Super Bowl that year. So then Bill Belichick got him to do the Patriots the following year, and then they beat the Seahawks for the championship. And then he worked with the San Antonio Spurs when they were winning. So he's got this long history of working with military, pro athletes, Olympians, and I got introduced to him through the Steelers organization, and I've been with him for like 12 years. So I highly recommend. I mean, if you want to change your life, it's really invaluable, because and then once a year I'll go back and have everything tested and see where I'm at to optimize.
Interesting. It's a plan that's quite literally out of this world.
But it's our world. We have the technology to do it.